You are now seeing Cordell in his natural habitat. He's just learned that he must eat a whole pint of ranch ice cream on live stream.
Why? No. It's so much ranch. Why? No. Oh.
This week on Junk House.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
You do that voice really well.
You do that really well.
Like, you're really good at that, girl.
Thank you, fuck. David Attenborough. No, that wasn't David.
David Attenborough. We find the Cordell on the plains of the
Eating ranch ice cream.
Do you know how many years of my life it took me to realize that Dr. Hammond in the Jurassic Park movie is David Attenborough?
Wait, really?
Is it the same David Attenborough?
Is it that?
Is there multiple
David?
people named David Attenborough?
Like, it'd be wild if there was.
I don't think that's the same David Attenborough.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think so.
It's Richard Attenborough.
Wow. This is a regretful moment for me. I was reading a behind the scenes about Jurassic Park and I was like, they got David Attenborough?
No, they got, no joke, his brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really.
Richard Attenborough.
Okay.
So
I'm not
they're
as
not
dumb
too
as I
far off.
was.
No,
Yeah, you were
no.
very close, actually.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, so we did it. We did it, Cordell.
I'm so
10
angry.
people sent in emails.
Cordell, if I may say ever so kindly, get fucked.
Get
Yeah, that's fair.
destroyed, Cordell.
Destroyed. You're
Fans,
never gonna
listeners,
find this out.
It was a
emailers,
Ron disaster.
You are witnessing what is called schadenfreude. These losers are taking great pleasure at my misfortune. And
Yeah.
all of you sadists out there will too. I'm doing this for you. This is my last will and testament.
This is really for all you little junk house freaks out there, you know?
All you
ranch
sick
freaks.
junkies. Can't even. Well, I mean, given the fact that we got a good chunk of emails, I think it was it 14?
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
Sweet.
around there.
Roundabout,
14,
like
15.
14, 15. I think the best way to do this is to intermittently read them throughout the episode so as
Yeah.
to not bog the listeners down. And also for me to really let this sink in that I have to do this now.
Like this one from Hudson. Junk bet. Hi, Samantha. Eat ranch, Cordell.
I think you know what this is really an episode for the listeners to really thank you for getting
This
us
is the
to
only
the
one
point.
that's for the listeners.
Yeah, the rest of them up until now, they're really just for us. Anyway, but this one is for you guys. So thank you for making us making
Cordell.
Cordell eat a pint of ranch ice cream on a live stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna read my personal favorite email of the
Mhm.
bunch
Mm-hmm.
from Elizabeth. There's no subject line. All there is an attachment, and it's the GIF of "Do it."
Do it. It's so good because, and I'm not gonna lie, I went to the store the other day
Went to the
and
store.
I looked for the ranch ice cream because I thought I would be nice and surprise Cordell with, oh, now I have the ranch ice cream. I'll eat it on live stream too. But I realized two things, Cordell.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Sounds
fair.
gross as fuck.
That's fair.
True, 100%.
And number two, I'm diabetic, so I have a medical excuse not to eat ice cream.
Yeah. Plus,
could really be
I
bad.
kind of feel like it was like a fever dream little shop that wasn't there yesterday kind of thing. Like, I've never seen it before. Walk by, see Ranch ice cream. I really feel like I'll never find another pint of it.
That same company, Van Leeuwen, it's Van Leeuwen ice cream.
Okay.
I actually really think they're very cool because they have some incredible ice cream flavors that I genuinely really like. We have 2 pints in our freezer right now. We have Earl Grey tea ice cream, which is
Ooh,
gross.
that sounds
amazing.
amazing.
Sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
And then we have pistachio ice cream, which is also
Ooh,
quite good. I'd never had it before until now,
incredible.
and it is quite good.
What are these flavors? Like, there's like malted cookie dough shake. That makes sense. Then you get peanut butter brownie honeycomb. Sure. Lemon poppy seed muffin ice cream.
That sounds so fucking good.
Buttermilk
I would
berry
eat it.
cornbread.
I'd eat the hell out of that.
Okay, I would devour chocolate caramel cheesecake.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. The rest of these are looking pretty delicious. I don't know what Marionberry is, but I want to try it.
Marionberry is like what you want a gummy bear to taste like. Like, you know how you're always a little bit disappointed in how
Yeah.
a gummy bear tastes? Make it a little bit more tart,
Okay. That's a Marionberry.
and that's a Marionberry. And
Marionberry, okay.
genuinely think it's incredible. I like a Marionberry jam myself.
Yo, they have a praline butter cake ice cream.
I'm sorry, Cordell. I'm going to need you to take another take at that. I need you to say it correctly.
What?
To take another take. That ice cream flavor, you said it wrong.
Praline.
No. Try again.
Praline.
Try again.
Sammy, how would you say this word?
Praline.
Hi,
Praline?
everyone.
Is it praline?
No. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Caleb is going to teach Sammy and Cordell how to say Cajun words.
Uh-oh.
Because the word praline is a
Praline.
Cajun word.
Mm.
Praline.
And it is a caramel that usually is infused with pecans and bourbon. And it's incredible.
Can I be infused with bourbon?
Praline.
I would infuse you with bourbon, yeah.
Mm.
But
Deal.
Van Leeuwen has some weird ice cream flavors that they have done and some incredible ice cream flavors that they've done. They had an ice cream flavor that if somebody can find me a pint of this ice cream and find a way to get it to me, I will be in your debt forever. It is called Planet Earth. And apparently most people that tried it ranked it very high.
It tastes like your favorite dirt.
I got a lot of favorite dirt.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's the blend of all their best flavors.
That's fair. Apparently it was like a matcha and blue raspberry tea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know how to say this word, but it was this type of custard.
I want to try to say it.
Spirulina.
Spirulina custard ice cream and matcha green tea cake bits. This is the picture that I'm working off of, and it looks amazing.
They also went viral last year for their Kraft macaroni and cheese ice cream.
See, I would eat that over the ranch ice cream.
They also briefly went viral for their mustard and pretzel ice cream.
That sounds, I don't
disgusting.
know, maybe not. Yeah, that's
Like,
maybe a no for me.
I would pass on it, but I'd also eat the hell out of it, you know? Like,
Yeah. Well, it also looks like you can't even buy the ranch ice cream now.
Yeah,
At
they
least on
don't
their
have it on
website.
their website. Yeah.
Oh no.
So maybe this was like an eldritch horror.
That Cordell just happened to get his hand on.
Yeah, I need you to know that it's been in my freezer since I bought it. Like maybe a month ago at this point. Like I bought it, forgot about it, remembered it, brought it up. We did the emails. But every time
can't eat it anymore.
I'm praying, but every time I've opened my freezer, I have gotten a hit of existential dread at the knowledge that I will have to try this ice cream. And I'm reading an article describing it.
Oh my God.
The Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream looks like a regular pint of vanilla bean, which is to say it's white with little black flecks in it. But the smell that immediately starts wafting up from the surface is one of savory garlic and onion, and it isn't subtle.
Eat that garlic and onion ice cream. I can't wait until this live stream. We have not, and listeners, we have not decided when we're doing this quite yet, but it will be probably in the near future. Yeah. And we'll give you guys I think we'll give you guys at least like a week notice before we decide to do this live stream. I'm in love with this. This is the greatest thing. Now, I do think it's not entirely fair to just put the punishment on Cordell.
Cordell agrees.
So I have an idea of how I can also kind of punish myself for this. Because I was also the one to say if Cordell gets 10 emails, he'll eat the ice cream. So I kind of signed Cordell up for this punishment. So listeners, if on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, because those are the kind of the two main ones, you know, if we can get to 10 reviews between the two, because 10 emails, 10 reviews, same amount of work.
Perfect.
Love it.
I will go buy the hottest hot sauce I can find, like in my grocery store, and I will eat a spoonful of it on live stream.
How big of a spoon?
Like a small spoon, like a teaspoon size, like that. Like, you know how you open up a silverware drawer, okay? And everyone's silverware drawer, like once you're like a married adult, at least, maybe before this, you've got the big fork and the small fork.
Yeah.
And you've got the big spoon and the small spoon.
Yeah.
The small spoon is what I'm willing to do. Because I think a small spoon, for me, who I like spice, but I cannot handle it very well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I will be paying for it a day later as well. I think a small spoon is equal to a pint of ice cream.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll also gauge based off how horrible this is for Cordell.
Here's the thing. I am a man of my word. I will eat a whole pint if it is not immediately gag inducing. But like if I can't get through that first bite, I'm not doing it, y'all.
Yeah.
I will take 3 bites minimum. That's the deal.
Okay.
I think that's fair and fine.
Okay.
And
but
true.
let me find another email to toss in the mix here.
If I may, actually, there is an email I would like to read. It is from our good friend Fielding, very good friend of the show. Junkhouse, did you know Baby Gronk might be the new Drift King? He got rizzed up by Livy at LSU, hugged him even. Baby Gronk is committed to LSU, and he and Livy are now dating. He has a tattoo of her name on his arm. Thank you for subscribing to Gat W. Riz in Ohio. Stay 100.
What did any of that mean?
I was going to say, I sent this to Sammy a couple weeks ago at this point. Cordell, based off of the following 2 sentences.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to guess 2 things. A, what sport does Baby Gronk play? And B, how old is Baby Gronk?
Okay.
So I'm going to read you the 2 sentences because that was,
Yeah.
the first read through was a fever dream. So this is a little bit more. Baby Gronk might be the new drip king. He got rizzed up by Livy at LSU. Livy hugged him even.
So,
Cordell.
Baby Gronk plays football, right?
Yes, you are right. Baby
Yeah.
Gronk plays football.
That was like the only reason people talk about LSU is football.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair.
Is he like 24, 25?
You wish.
No.
28? Lower.
Lower.
22?
Keep going
18?
down. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Baby Gronk, 12 years old.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Let me introduce you to this segment during the
What?
basically last week of Pride. Okay, called "What's Wrong with the Straights?" All right, so let's go over what's wrong with the straights.
A lot.
A lot.
So much.
So Livy Dunn is a gymnast and cheerleader at LSU. She is quite good at what she does. I'll
talented.
give that to her. Baby Gronk is a 12-year-old football player that is very good for a 12-year-old. So his father is driving him around and taking him to different colleges and has made a social media thing that treats a 12-year-old whose nickname is Baby Gronk as if he was an adult.
Yeah.
So is he the kid of a football player?
No, his dad's just a dude.
Okay, because isn't Gronkowski
Yeah, Gronkowski was an incredible wide receiver for the New England Patriots and then
Unrelated.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Unrelated.
Yeah. Correct.
It's just called that because he plays the same position and is very good. That's the only relation.
So it is like an homage to Gronkowski.
To Gronk, yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
They call him Gronk. That would make sense why this new one is Baby Gronk.
Baby
So
Gronk.
this 12-year-old boy
Mm-hmm.
is being paraded around by his dad to colleges because he does football real good for a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And while at LSU, did a 20-year-old woman...
She rizzed him
what's
up.
the-
No. So what happened?
What's the real story?
What happened is she is a very talented athlete
Gymnast.
herself. Yeah, gymnast. Thank you.
So they
And
met.
So they met. So the dad brought her over to hey, look, cool athlete. And, in the video they filmed with her, it was literally she was like, man, you should come to LSU. Yeah, cool. Just very casual, this is a child. And then they hugged. And even the dad in the editing put Riz King or put something on. The dad made it seem like they were dating.
Yeah. So then all this happens. A TikTok channel, whatever they call it. I still don't know.
I think they are channels.
We'll go with channel.
Account?
A TikTok account
Clock. Call him clocks.
There you go.
Clocks
A TikTok
produce
clock.
TikToks.
There you go. A TikTok clock
Yeah. There we go.
that the name is Hoopify, which is just a dude starts talking about and keeping up with the story of Baby Gronk. And he never blinks, and it's kind of terrifying. I'm gonna
Baby
do an
Gronk.
impression, Cordell, you guys, listeners, just look at one of these videos because they're terrifying. But Cordell, it's literally like, I'm going to read the email again in an impression, and I'm going to stare at the camera the whole time. I got to blink a few times so I'm prepared. Okay, this is my best impression. Baby Gronk might be the new drip king. He got rizzed up by Livy at LSU. Livy hugged him even. Baby Gronk is committed to LSU, and now he and Livy are dating. He has a tattoo of her name on his arm.
I'm unsettled.
It's so terrifying. I sent this to Sammy, and at first Sammy and I were like laughing about how crazy this is, and then I Googled Baby Gronk, and I was like, he's 12. He's 12.
This is the exact same energy as child pageants.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Like your child is like a literal child, a kid even. Like
Yes.
a sweet little baby whose only concern should be like learning how to be a person.
Mm-hmm.
And they are like, ah man, good little football player. And now I'm just going to like force him to be a grown adult forever.
Yeah.
Because he can do football real good.
You know what makes it worse?
What?
His first name is Madden.
This dad has been like grooming him to be the perfect little football machine the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So welcome to part 2 of What's Wrong with the Straights? There's too much wrong. If we had to tackle everything that's actually going wrong. Yeah,
That's a football thing.
That's
a football thing.
And I'm gonna receive the information. That's a football thing.
If we had to go through everything that gave the same feeling as like pageants do, we could be here for a couple hours just talking through everything that's wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it upsets me on any level, like even with child actors. Like I understand that like, hey, there's a kid in this show or movie that we need a kid. But like when that kid is no longer allowed to be a kid because the adults in their life are farming them for money or fame or whatever, it's very upsetting. Like most of the time they didn't get to choose that. Like Baby Gronk, Madden probably really enjoys football, but that's probably not the only thing he wants to think about for the rest of his life.
Yeah. It's gross and it's bad. And I not to just like be be completely weird about it, but also whatever the dad's name is, I don't give a shit because you don't matter to me. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're an actively bad parent.
Yikes.
I mean,
like,
yikes.
Agree. Yikes, parenting.
Gross parenting. You know what else is disgusting and gross and terrible?
What is that?
Our movie today on We Read Reviews and they're really bad, so guess the movie.
This is the only joy I have left.
This is a 5-star review from Shania. Not
Shania Twain?
Not
Shania Twain.
Sure
it is
just Shania.
It's Shania Twain.
It's Shania Twain. Let's go, girls.
Olivia Newton-John being in one of these was not on my bingo sheet of crazy shit.
I've got it. I have a guess.
What's your guess?
X-Men Apocalypse.
Incorrect.
Dang it. No, that was Olivia Munn. Why can't I get names right today?
Olivia Newton-John being in one of these.
Yeah, I was so stupid wrong. I'm so mad at myself.
I cannot think of an Olivia Newton-John movie other than Grease and Xanadu.
Well, here's another 5-star review then from Tall Hatton. Better shit than Birdemic.
Ding, ding, ding. Sharknado?
Correct. Sharknado.
Oh my gosh.
Sharknado.
Sorry, I'm still reeling from how stupid I am.
No. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Sharknado. What a movie.
What a
Honestly.
movie.
What a movie. And by that I mean it's a movie. I think that's the best I can give it.
It is.
I have
movie.
mad respect for production companies that know they can only make low quality things, so they make low quality enjoyable things like on purpose. Like it's kind of like, you know what? I dig it. You're getting yours with what you can. And I respect it.
Yeah. All those Asylum movies are insane.
For fun times. First of all, do either of you know how many Sharknado movies there are?
5.
Ooh. I think there are 6 now.
There are 6 now.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go through. Guess which one of these is an actual Sharknado movie? Okay, I'm gonna make some up because I feel pretty confident in my ability to make some up. Okay.
I'm gonna do this as a game later on with just Asylum movies.
Ooh,
Deal.
Yeah, that'd be
Deal.
good.
Sharknado. Sharknado 2, the second one. Sharknado 3. Oh, hell no. Sharknado, The Fourth Awakens. Sharknado 5, Global Swarming. Or The Last Sharknado, It's About Time.
I feel like global swarming is the real one. Either that or the second one.
I think the second one is real.
Maybe it's Oh Hell No. What is it, Caleb?
I made it to where you guys could not get it wrong. Those are all the Sharknado movies.
Oh, those are all okay.
What?
They're all real.
Those are all the names of the Sharknado movies.
The Fourth Awakening. Oh
The
my
Fourth
God.
Awakens. And I shit you not. I'm sending it in text right now. How did they not get in trouble for this poster? Because that looks like
Holy
it's a
shit.
Star Wars.
Holy shit. And there's a flying cows this time?
There's flying
Oh
cows
my
this time.
God.
There's lots of floating heads on the poster. And there's even a person at the top with a lightsaber.
You're right.
So, have they gone to space yet?
I think
Or
they
New York?
have to. So, okay.
Good question.
I'm looking up the film series right now.
I'm looking at it. Okay. So it does not look like they've gone to space,
Okay. The Final Frontier.
but it does look like the sixth Sharknado movie, The Last Sharknado, It's About Time. It's about some of them going back in time to stop
knew
the
it.
Sharknado from existing.
How did they do that?
So-
Okay.
Anyway,
We need to watch all of them.
Yeah, we gotta watch them.
we do need to do this.
Because,
So
like Paige
they-
says, real quick, just throw back an email. I don't know. I want people to suffer. Eat the ranch cream. Okay, continue.
fair. Yeah. Like that's gonna be us when we end up watching all the Sharknadoes. On
Thank
this
you,
Wikipedia
Paige.
page. They cranked one out every year. 2013 to 2018, every summer, like clockwork, threw out another Sharknado.
Oh
Um,
my God.
So the first one everyone knows, just the first one is the most plausible. A cyclone picks up a lot of sharks, starts throwing them around.
Yeah.
The fact that this is also plausible,
Well, that's the most plausible because the second one, because all of them are about this husband and wife who just keep finding Sharknadoes.
which
Yeah.
the wife is played by like somebody who was in all the American Pie movies and in The Big Lebowski, Tara Reid.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh my
But in the second
God.
one, they are the husband and wife go to New York to promote her book, How to Survive a Sharknado and Other Unnatural Disasters. And then new Sharknadoes hit New York, which there aren't even sharks in that water.
Yeah, how?
But Sharknado 3, Finn and
Oh,
April
hell
have
no.
oh hell no. Finn and April have remarried and are expecting another child. So I guess they got divorced at some point. So they're
I think they're divorced in the first one.
that might make sense. Finn is in Washington D.C. to receive an award from the president for fighting the Sharknadoes. However, a new Sharknado appears,
Another
and
one?
it begins to go down the Feast Coast to Florida.
Like instead of East Coast.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Feast Coast.
The Fourth Awakens. It concludes with a cliffhanger regarding whether or not April is killed by falling wreckage. Apparently they let a hashtag decide on Twitter.
Oh my God.
That's how you can tell a movie is good, is when a hashtag decides the fate of one of your two main characters.
Yeah.
This one doesn't even describe the plot. It just includes people who have showed up and says that it's a reference to Star Wars.
Yeah, like David Hasselhoff is in The Fourth Awakens.
What is this one about?
You can't forget Gary Busey showing up in The Fourth Awakens.
Oh, we love Gary Busey.
We do love Gary Busey.
He's not problematic, right?
I don't think so.
Y'all.
Did they go to space?
No, in the film, Finn Shepard and his allies, 5 years after the last Sharknado, contend with a group of Sharknado variants, such as a Cownado and a Lightning Nado.
Lightning Nado.
Yes.
This is insane.
Interesting.
The original title for Sharknado 5 was apparently going to be Sharknado 5 Earth Zero.
But it became global swarming.
And the tagline was Make America Bait Again.
Okay, I get it. Like shark bait. That's good.
Story depicts Finn and his allies accidentally unleashing a new wave of Sharknadoes when they deactivate an ancient device that was actually keeping the Sharknadoes in check.
What the fuck?
The subsequent storms escalating to the point that they devastate the planet, leaving only Finn alive until he is met by a time-displaced version of his son, Gil.
His son's name is Gil?
Yeah, they named their kid Gil.
That's... Oh...
There was an ancient Sharknado stopping device, and then the world ends. And so the sixth one...
They go back in time?
Finn fights Nazis, dinosaurs, knights, and even takes a ride on Noah's Ark.
Yo.
Trying to find and prevent the first modern-day Sharknado. They subdue potential Sharknadoes in Camelot, the War of Independence, and the Wild West. And then they make a new timeline where I guess Sharknadoes don't happen anymore.
Let me write a movie. Please. Please. I can write shit like this. I can do it. I want to write a movie about Gary Busey on Noah's Ark trying to fight two tigers.
That's an easy one.
It's an easy one. Can you imagine Gary Busey punching the fuck out of a CGI tiger? Because I can, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh my God. This reminds me of... Did I tell you guys about Megalodon Rising?
No.
What?
Okay, that might need to be for another time because that was like super shitty movie that like this guy that worked on the shoot posted a review about, and it was like they only had 5 days to shoot. Like they only had like it's really, really bad. But I watched it and we'll talk about it another time because it's a lot to get into.
Guys, if you were wondering, I'm sorry, just to completely come in on this. If you were wondering who are some people I would know that happen to be in the last Sharknado, It's About Time. If you were expecting Ben Stein to play Alexander Hamilton, you're correct.
Huh?
Leslie Jordan, rest in peace, an icon, to play Benjamin
Rest in peace.
Franklin.
Inspired casting.
Dee Snider of Twisted Sister to play an Old West sheriff. Or what I think is very funny, Gilbert Gottfried to play Rand McDonald, the father of Ron McDonald.
Who is that?
Ron McDonald, like McDonald's.
Oh, did they inspire McDonald's in the movie, do you think? Like, do you think they meet Ron McDonald's dad and they're like, hey, what about fast food burger chains?
I feel like it's a scene like this, if you will. Cordell, would you play the part of Gilbert Gottfried as Rand McDonald, the father of Ron McDonald?
I would love to!
Okay, cool. I'll play Ian Ziering as Finn Shepard. Sammy, would you play Tara Reid as April Wexler for us?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so this is welcome to a new segment we're calling Junk House Roleplay.
Not this unsexy, in parentheses, unsexy version.
Depends on the time. All right. Hey, your last name's McDonald. Got a Big Mac?
What's that? I never heard of a Big Mac.
Well, too bad. Make one, dipshit.
I'm here too.
Yeah, I think that's the scene. I think
it.
that's how it goes.
Real quick, before we move on from this terrible, terrible subject, because we will have to revisit it at length later. This will be like what we did with zombies, but worse. There are spin-offs of Sharknado. There's Lava Lantula, which is about fire-spitting tarantulas causing havoc over Los Angeles. And then Finn Shepard appears. Also, his name is Finn and his son's name is Gil. Can we talk about that?
That sucks.
Anyway, there's a sequel to Lava Lantula called To Lava, To Lantula.
No.
And then there's some like other media things. There's a video game for Sharknado. There's a book, How to Survive a Sharknado. There's Archie versus Sharknado, a one-shot comic book. Yes.
Oh my
Riverdale
God.
gets hit by a storm of Sharknadoes, and Archie and the gang have to deal with them. There's a real documentary about the making of the Sharknado movies. Then there's a mockumentary called Sharknado: Heart of Sharkness. And this mockumentary tells the story of the director who first dreamed of sharks in a tornado, but he used real sharks. And so it's a mockumentary about the carnage of him using real sharks in their filming.
Oh my God.
I didn't think it was possible for me to get a headache from hearing a plot of a movie. I really didn't think it was possible until now.
The last one was during Shark Week in 2021. Discovery Channel aired a special starring the two stars as themselves, debunking the shark myths from the Sharknado series.
Oh my God. Like that Sharknadoes exist.
Yeah.
I will say, of all of the schlock we've just talked about, I genuinely do think it's comedic genius to do a mockumentary about your garbage series
That's incredible.
where you used real sharks. I think that's actually genius.
That's really funny. I need to watch that. We need to watch that.
We are going to suffer unbelievable psychic damage.
Here's what we're going to do, okay? because last time we watched separately, we're gonna find like a few days that we can get together, rent an Airbnb, or hang out at one of the houses that we can get to, and watch all of them in one day.
Yes. Do it Lord of the Rings marathon style. We
I'm
can
down.
rent them on Amazon, I'm sure.
I'm sure we can for like $1.99 a piece, and I'm fine funding that.
We will eat bad food. Like, we'll eat junk food and fast food all day. We'll
In
be
junk
drinking.
house.
It's junk. We will be living in a junk house for a day. We will eat whatever garbage food we want. We'll probably drink a good bit, and we will watch the Sharknado
We'll
movies.
probably film it too, honestly. Like,
Honestly,
I'll
here's
probably-
what we do. Here's what we do.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a handle of a handle of some liquor we all enjoy. Okay. And throughout the day, we are going to mark where it is by the movie to track how bad the movie was by how much we all drank.
Oh my god.
We would all die of like alcohol poisoning if we made a drinking game of like, hey, every time they say Sharknado, take a shot.
God. No, yeah, we would die. I don't think
We
we're
would
legally allowed to do
absolutely
that.
die.
Yeah. But no, we'll have to like splice together clips from that day and our suffering.
Yeah.
Just have
We'll just
one of our
record
phones
commentary
constantly
tracks.
filming. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, commentary
Honestly,
track.
I'm enjoying this idea. This is gonna be good.
This is insanity. Speaking of insanity, Cordell, we have an email from Nicholas Buford with the tagline, or with the line, "Eat that shit," with the body of the email saying, "Cordell, eat that shit."
Shout out, Nick. Love you.
10 out of 10. And another one that I feel entitled to read from the one and only Olivia McDaniel, now Olivia Burley.
You're alive.
With my wife.
Nice.
Eat the ducking ranks, Cordell. She said she noticed the typos and did it anyway. So
My favorite is from Pi58626.
Shout out my boy Only.
Email for ice cream. Hey yo, make Cordell eat ranch ice cream? You already know I'm in for that.
just so good. So perfect.
So we've been talking a lot about Sharknadoes.
A lot.
We have.
About
We didn't even
Sharknadoes.
think we were gonna talk about you.
Yeah, we'll like have little like team meetings like, hey, here's ideas like conversational topics. We did not think a Sharknado topic would be in here. But now that we have moved on from that, let's move on to real life absurdity, also dealing with the ocean. Y'all, there is a submarine missing. And I use
Where'd it go?
submarine lightly. So, let me first state that I, Cordell, have a personal policy. I do not wish ill on anybody at all. Like, that is my own personal philosophy in this world. I do not wish anybody to suffer or have pain or death or any of that.
I think
But
that's pretty good
sometimes
policy.
you're dumb enough that it's the only conclusion.
Oh.
This isn't
Okay.
like, oh, scary news story. This is like, these people may well die or be dead already, but I need you to hear a little bit about this
Insanity.
lunacy. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So, let me find the company name.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
It's bad. Oh no.
It'd be Ocean Gate is what I'm seeing.
Ocean Gate is the name of the company. And essentially, these people are doing unregulated, like, submersible exploration.
Okay.
It is a long story. There is a video clip I can share with y'all that you can watch real quick that will give you some context. I'm going to send it to you on Twitter because, like, I just need you to send this to get a little bit of an understanding of like what we're dealing with here. I just sent it. It's like a minute.
That is insane. So it's like,
So y'all have watched the video?
yes,
Yeah, I
subs
watched the
thrown
video now.
together by random pieces, even on the waiver you have to sign is like,
Yeah. Like,
you
hey,
could
this is
die.
not regulated in any capacity by any regulatory oceanic body at all.
It's
And this company-
controlled by a game controller that's not even like an Xbox. It looks like a 12th party.
It is a-
like,
It is from 2005. Someone found the model they were using.
oh,
That
my
controller, it is a Logitech wireless gamepad
God.
from like 2005.
Holy shit.
And so that video I sent you, that guy, like, he did it last summer. He went on that little oceanic voyage to the Titanic. And here's the Twitter thread that is screenshotted that was from last summer. Like, it was him discussing last summer. So he's like, hey, it's missing. And someone said, do submersibles, because this is technically a submersible, not a submarine. He said, do submersibles have something similar to an aircraft's emergency locator transmitter that could be detected by searchers? Good logical question. The journalist's response, the submersible does not have any kind of beacon like that. On my expedition last summer, they did indeed get lost for about 5 hours, and adding such a beacon was discussed. Could you elaborate on how you got lost for 5 hours? What was the experience like, and how were you able to surface? To be clear, I was not on the sub that day. I was on the ship at the surface in the control room. They could still send short text to the sub, but did not know where it was. It was quiet and very tense, and they shut off the ship's internet to prevent us from tweeting.
Oh my God.
And then they said, is there a reason that detail didn't make it into the show? And he said, yes, the company gave us a different rationale for shutting off the internet, that this could be an emergency and they needed all channels open. And we had no idea how to confirm whether or not that was true. That was last summer, where they talked about adding a locator because they got lost for that long. And they were willing to shut off the internet so no one could tweet or send any details out.
That's insane.
Shut the company down.
And now this Ocean Gate, like, their whole thing is, ooh, go see the Titanic underwater. When you get into that sub, they bolt it shut from the outside. There is no hatch.
What?
Like any reasonable, good submersible, you got a hatch, right? You can surface and open it up. Even if they surface, they cannot open it up from the inside.
What?
They paid, like, I'm pretty sure these people paid $200,000 to do this.
What the
Shut
fuck?
the company down. This is ridiculous because this is like 5 people.
$250,000.
This is 5 people who have paid $250,000 to do this. Ridiculous. Like that, like, honestly, I think if it, that seems like budget for being able to go into a submersible to see the Titanic, you know? Like, that seems cheap, which is ridiculous, but it's not hard to put something in to where you can track something. It's not hard at all. Like, my iPhone that I can buy with my regular money can be tracked from my computer anywhere in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And to give me like pinpoint accurate where it is. This company is just fucking with people's lives. And there are 5 people who are, I think they're dead at this point. How long have they been looking for him?
I mean, people have been tweeting about it for hours. I really don't know.
I started seeing it like 2 days ago is when I started seeing a little bit of it.
It is still missing. Let me try and see when they.
2 hours ago says enters report
6
says
a.m. on Sunday, they
Enters
went out to
third
sea.
day.
They have a 96-hour oxygen supply. Like, they are running out of time.
Yeah.
And even if they
surface.
emerge, they cannot get air. Like, this guy was bragging in that video, and like we can try and like link the tweet or whatever if y'all want to see that. If you're interested, you could also just search it. They bragged in that video about buying lights for the interior of the sub from like a camping store. Like,
Yeah.
they apparently, I read that they
Yeah.
use construction pipes for ballast. Like, they used a controller to pilot this sub. Like, they have no controls inside the submarine. Like, they brag in this write-up here. Classing assures ship owners, insurers, and regulators that vessels are designed, constructed, and inspected to accepted standards. Classing may be effective at filtering out unsatisfactory designers and builders, but the established standards do little to weed out subpar vessel operators because classing agencies only focus on validating the physical vessel. Like, they are getting people killed. People are likely going to be dead because of this.
Yeah, probably already are.
Yeah.
Or almost. That is
It's
terrifying.
disgusting.
Yeah. So it is, again, one of those situations. I do not want these people to die at all.
I don't want the people inside this thing to die. I do want this company to be shut down and held completely legally liable for
Yeah.
everything possible.
There's no way it doesn't happen after this, right? Like, these people intentionally did. But here's the other issue. They all signed waivers. Like that waiver the guy read at the beginning of the video, like, they say explicitly this is not regulated and you cannot hold us liable for this.
Yeah.
So it's like, if these people do die, I think the company's got their legal out. They can say we made them sign waivers. So it's like, at the same time that I don't wish anybody ill, how stupid do you have to be to look at a company intentionally operating outside of regulations with slapshot equipment and pay $250,000 to do that? Like, how stupid do you have to be? Like, you don't deserve to die, but you're kind of trying to.
Yeah.
That's, oh my God.
Like, there was no way I couldn't bring this up. I've been losing my mind reading the updates about this. Every piece of information I hear is worse than the last.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's just, there's nothing good about it. Like, there's no, like, normally I can try to find some way to joke about it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. That's just ridiculous.
Well, how about a cute little bird moment from Carson?
I would love a cute little bird moment from Carson. I love our bird
lift our
nerd.
spirit. Lift our spirits. This is a bird nerd moment from Carson. Hello, junkheads. There's a cute little bird that is found all across conterminous. How do you say that word? My brain's not working apparently. Conterminous United States. I don't know if I've ever seen that word. Okay.
Are you trying to say contiguous, Carson? I'm Googling
No, conterminous is like another word for contiguous. It means it's sharing a common boundary. So
Okay.
contiguous means like it's a continual thing, but conterminous means it shares the boundary. So it's saying conterminous means we're excluding the islands that are off the coast of the U.S. as well.
Gotcha.
Versus
Okay.
contiguous includes like the Key West and the islands, you know?
Okay.
That was, wow, I like learning a new word. Thank you,
Yeah.
Carson.
Thank you. Their name is the cattle egret. See photo attached. He sent a photo with it. Do you know what has cattle?
No.
Ranches. Cordell, we want you to eat the ranch ice cream, please. Bird nerd out.
I thought it wasn't going to be about ranch.
It's always about ranch. It's always about ranch.
I've got one
yeah, you go.
from Fielding. Junk House. Apologies for emailing from my personal account. I'm at my vacation home in rural Montana and don't have access to my work computers or even the building itself. Anyway, did you know I really like to watch people eating ice cream? Cordell, thank you for being a continuous subscriber.
And there's like a demon picture.
Yeah, I didn't know how to verbalize the haunting thing looking at me.
It's beautiful. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I'll read two real quick ones. From the one and only Cody Hutchison. Oh, I 10 out of 10, man. We love him.
That's my brother.
Ranch. Hello, Junkhouse. Cordell should eat ranch ice cream. Best. Cody. Cody, we agree. We agree. From our dear friend of the podcast, Peyton McVeigh. I just want Cordell to eat ranch ice cream. LOL. Love Peyton. We also want Cordell to eat ranch ice cream.
And he has to, so.
Yeah.
He legally has to eat ranch ice cream now.
Here's another one from Hudson. Hope this email finds you all well. I forgot to mention Caleb in my last email. I hope you and yours are doing well, Caleb. In my thoughts always, Caleb. Hudson.
We're doing pretty good. We did a little vacay last week. Got to hang out with Cordell in Cersei.
Kissed?
Good time.
It all went well except for that monster bug that attacked you.
I looked it up. It's a Goliath beetle.
That's the scariest name.
Yeah.
The scariest name. So here's what happened. Cordell is tired at this point because we had been hanging out and he had a long day. I am also very tired. Okay? So this is just some background. I walk him to outside of my parents' home where we were hanging out. I open the garage door and out of nowhere, a giant flying mass just flies at me and hits me in the throat.
Oh.
Yeah, it throat chopped Caleb.
It throat chopped me and I instantly just started swinging and like hitting stuff to try to get it out of the way. And Cordell was like, what was that? And we both instantly in that moment turned into scared little boys.
I was screaming a lot. Like
we were freaking out.
And then after like doing a couple more flybys, it landed on the car in the garage and I got to look like I could tell it was big while flying. Seeing it on the garage and like I wanted to cry a little bit. It was so big.
Cordell and I usually like hug each other and like make sure we know we love each other before we leave. I told him to leave. I was like, go, go. Like once the beetle flew out of the garage again, I said, leave.
Oh my God.
Run away. Go to your car.
Was it this thing?
Yeah, it looked about like that.
It had bigger antenna though, but like it was terrifying. It was just so big and like you could hear the weight behind it when it landed on things. Like Caleb like got a like folded up cardboard box and like hit it out toward my car. And so I like ran fearfully into the night.
It was bad. It was a horrible thing.
Oh, it was terrifying.
It's
my
terrible.
God.
And I just wanted to make sure the podcast knew that I was a big boy.
You're
And
a
I was
big
very
boy.
brave.
You're a big boy.
Caleb's a survivor. And
But you
I
know-
also survived.
You want to read one of the last two, Carson? We have two more. You want to read the food facts email, big boy?
I'll read the food facts email. This big boy reads food facts from Carson White. While heavily debated in the Buffalo Wing realm, ranch is more popular than blue cheese, and I can see why. Who the hell wants to eat mold on purpose? Here's to getting Cordell to eat ranch ice cream.
Carson was 1000% right.
Carson is correct.
Ranch is better than blue cheese. Can I read the next one?
Yeah, read us our last email.
It is from Carson as well, yes?
Yeah, the many thanks. Lest?
Yeah. Many thanks, ... Lest? Thanks again for having me on the podcast. I missed good old buddy Caleb, but enjoyed recording with Cordell this time. And always much love to Samantha, smiley face. Enough sappy shit. This is honestly just to make Cordell slurp the ranch ice cream, devil emoji.
That's right.
We got through all of them.
We got through all those emails.
That's crazy.
Hey, Cordell, I know we normally do this in a different order, but we got through a lot of emails today. If any listeners want to email us, where can they do that?
Yo, they could do that at junkhousemailbox@gmail.com. A lot of listeners already found that delightful email and sent in some kind of hateful things about me eating ranch ice cream, but I'll forgive them if we get less ranch ice cream related emails in the future.
Big
Yeah, and one of the things that you can email about is our theme music.
Yeah.
It's the one. It's the only. It's Psychobilly Freak Out by the Reverend Horton Heat. A banger of a track off the album Smoke Them If You Got Them.
Smoke them up if you got them. Also, we would really appreciate it if you liked and reviewed us and followed us in all of the podcatching places. Of course, like we said earlier in the episode, if we get 10 reviews on Apple Podcasts, because those you can actually write out the reviews. If we get 10 of those, Caleb gonna do some hot sauce in the same live stream. Cordell's gonna pint the cream.
We have to get 10 by whenever we announce when the live stream will be. It'll have to be 10 by the day before the live stream, at least. That way I have time to go to the store, get the thing,
That sounds good. Also,
that makes a lot of sense.
Also, we got a TikTok, and there's probably going to be a bunch of clips from that live stream from probably this episode too on that TikTok. It's a Junk House Pod. So go check that out.
And as we say every week,
As we ranch every week.
This podcast is provided by the Anti-Goliath Beetle Foundation. We want them gone.
Junk House. The lines in parking lot are just lines.
Bye-bye.